And we back. We back. We back. Hey y'all. So we back for a love tale. This is a review of episode number 2. It's called A Closing Night. And so we come back. We're still at the art show. Everybody's still standing around. You know, Mama just got introduced to the artist, and Taylor's still standing there kind of like, trying to have a poker face, but also you can tell she kind of like, what? His mama, okay. And ooh, that sex was good, okay. So Aclear's parents come in, and Aclear's dad, he was ready to get drunk. Her mama was kind of like nitpicking her clothes and stuff like that. And apparently her parents are in the business or artists of some sort. They didn't really get deep into that, but they told her that they needed her in the studio. So that's just why I say I think that they're in the business, and they may be singers or performers of some sort. The parents have also brought Swiss Beatz with them. They introduced him by his name, Kadeem. Is it Kareem? Kareem Dean, Kadeem Dean, whatever. Y'all know. Swiss Beatz. They introduced him, but you know him as Swiss Beatz. So he told Taylor that he liked her work. So he was impressed by her photography. He asked her what her inspiration was, and she said that it was the woman, especially the woman form and women's strength and their vulnerability. And like the whole time she giving kind of this little speech on her inspiration, she kind of like, just talking real, real deep, as far as like not her voice, but kind of deep about the inspiration of the woman. And she kind of like glancing over at the mama. I said, girl, you better put them eyes on her from right there, and her husband standing right there. You better, Taylor. While they're up there talking, Taylor gets pulled away, I guess, for some business regarding the art show. And we see that Aclear is talking to Swiss Beatz, and he's just talking to her about, being a creative and you having to release that, and how she's being stingy with the music. And, he heard her parents talking about going into the studio with her, and basically, don't be acting like that. Like, it's a family thing. They need you. The vibe gonna be there. And, also that probably will help push you towards your own music, and get the music out there. He said, you being stingy with that music. Don't be stingy with that music. We need that. So you need to get out and let that creativity out of you. Because if you don't let that creativity out of you, then you basically, I guess, like blocking the other creativity. So Taylor walks up on Jake's mama, Candace, looking at this picture. I'm gonna try and be fancy and do that and put the picture here right here, y'all. She was looking at a picture, and Taylor started telling her where the inspiration for the picture came from, what era she was in. And she was like, my son. She was like, I didn't know you were his mother. I didn't know that. There was no way for me to know that. Like, basically, girl, please. Taylor says to her, I thought you said you were separated. So apparently at the bar, they must have had a longer conversation, or maybe even in the bed during the pillow talk, something that we didn't get to see in the show, that she explained to her that she was separated. She told her, I am. And so Taylor was flirting with her and telling her, I love that dress. And she's like, this can never happen again. And she walked off, and Taylor was like still looking at her like, you old beautiful thing, you. And she was walking away like she was still intrigued, like, baby, what you did to me the other night. So then we see Jake's mama, Candace, in her bathroom. Look like she's trying to find her zen. She having a hard time. This must be right after the art show. And, or has to be. Gotta be the same night. So, she's probably stressed out from seeing Taylor and all of this kind of stuff. And so she got candles lit. She rubbing on oil. She got affirmations playing. and she's seeing their sex, flashing in her mind. Well, her husband comes into the bathroom. Can I come in here? And he messes up the fantasy flashback she was having. And he tells her that the congressman is getting a divorce. And she was like, what? He said, well, apparently his wife was in the bathroom at the art show with another woman, and somebody let it out. And Candace was like, dang, that's messed up. I feel bad for Sarah. That's the wife's name. I feel bad for her, like that got out. Like, who told that? He was like, bump that. Sarah, no. David, I feel bad for him. If you was gonna be with a woman, you could at least let him get in. Just ignorant. So this is, of course, got mama's, wheels spinning, because they don't technically, I guess to me, it didn't seem like they acted like they were separated. But, maybe people that are in, situations like that, they seem to have money and some status because they know the, congressmen and all this kind of stuff. I don't know exactly what they do, but apparently they have some kind of status. And so they apparently are putting on airs about the separation. So you can kind of see her mind, her wheels in her mind kind of starting to move, because you basically in the same situation. So, that somebody would have told her. And it must have been that old stinking girl who was in the bathroom, which I wonder if that was somebody that maybe worked for the congressman or was like a tabloid of some sort that was in there purposely. Because when you see the scene, you only see that the two ladies is in one stall and they're closed in that stall. And then you see that other lady, they were already in there. She came in to the bathroom and then she was in the other stall. So she must have had to been watching them and saw that they went in there, then went in there behind them, saw that they weren't out at the sinks, and then heard them in there, and then probably watched the bathroom to see did they both come out. And you see nobody else come out, so it's got to be apparent that it was y'all two in there hooking up. Because I was like, well, how? I guess it made sense to me that came out, but it also didn't make sense to me how that person would have known, unless they actually was like investigating and watching for whatever purpose. I wonder, is that going to come out, like how he actually found that out and all of that. I don't know if that'll be pertinent to the story, but I just was wondering that, because I was like, that's kind of weird how just that immediate, that y'all just came from the art show, that and he now knows that she was in the bathroom with a woman. But okay. All right, y'all, and that was episode 2. The one thing I do love about A Love's Tale, these 6 episodes, they're pretty short. So they're not really long episodes. It is going to give us a story. We have actors and they're giving performances, but it's not long and drawn out. So we're going to quickly, and I guess that's why we had to quickly get to that lady was in the bathroom with the lady, because we're going to quickly get to the story and see how it's going to evolve. I wonder if they're going to do more episodes of either season 1, or they're going to add a season 2, or how that would work. Just wondering. But again, thank y'all for joining me and watching. I hope that you checked out my other reviews. I have some reviews up on the show Blue Therapy. Check that out. If you haven't checked out any of my walking videos, be sure to go back and check those out. You got your walking talks with Breezy. I got 4 of those up. You got some ride and park in there. So just be sure to check out the other videos. Be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel, and like, comment. Let me know if you're watching A Love Tale. Let me know what you thought about the review. And any comments you got on anything you heard. Thank y'all. I'll holla.